how South Florida is getting ready to Trump's biggest campaign promises. We have live team coverage.
We begin our team coverage with Lauren Pastra, who's joining us live this morning from a very chilly Washington, D.C. But you're decked out. You're ready to go, Lauren.
I am ready to go. Erica, Betty, thanks for joining us here in Washington, D.C. this morning. You were saying that it's chilly. Well, I got to say, that is the understatement of the century for this Miami girl. It is downright freezing. I just checked. 21 degrees right now, but feels like 13. So that means no outdoor ceremony, no big parade. And for the people from South Florida who made the trip to Washington, D.C. to witness history, that means they'll be left out in the cold. But they're making the most of it.
This is history, and we're very happy that we really have Trump for our president again, and now we're really going to make America great again.
Even though this family from Miami will no longer be able to witness the inauguration firsthand, just being here is personal to them.
For us, in our father's name, who recently passed away, this is an honor for him, and he loved America. He made us super patriotic all of our lives, and it's very important.
Spirits are still up despite a bitter winter blast putting initial inauguration plans on ice. The FIU Center in D.C. will be hosting a watch party today for those South Floridians who made the trip to the nation's capital but don't have a ticket for the official activities.
It feels like home. There's a lot of familiar faces. I saw some folks who graduated from FIU, as did I.
The president-elect will now take the oath of office in a much more intimate setting inside the U.S. Capitol Rotunda. When we spoke to Congressman Carlos Jimenez yesterday, even he didn't know whether he'd have a spot inside.
In spite of the fact that, the festivities are going to be indoors and it's really, tailed back a little bit, you can feel it in town. There's going to be a big change, and there's a whole bunch of people here that are really excited about it.
Many are anxious to hear the tone of Trump's second inaugural address and hoping for a message of unity and strength.
You're starting to see it sort of pivot to the golden age of America, right? America first, but also America projecting to be the power in the international system today. You're already hearing rumors about outreach to countries like China.
Security is tight, with National Guard troops backing up the Secret Service, who have set up various checkpoints, fencing, and street closures throughout the city. Law enforcement agencies from South Florida are also helping out, including the Miami-Dade Sheriff's Office, Sweetwater Police, and the Miami Beach Police Department.
We'll be working in a high visibility configuration alongside local, state, and federal partners. Our officers are especially trained to identify potential packages that may be suspicious, and also alert our Metropolitan Police Department if we see something that may be a little out of the norm.
After being sworn in, President Trump will then attend a celebration at the Capital One Arena in lieu of a parade. He's also expected to sign a flurry of executive orders and wrap up the night at various inaugural balls. After the pomp and pageantry of it all, many are just eager to see what comes next, especially for the Sunshine State.
Florida couldn't be in a better position with this administration. I mean, we have so many elected officials that he's chosen to, to be his kind of wing, the army, the flanks of his plane, and I'm really excited to see Senator Rubio, Pam Bondi, so many Floridians really rise up in his administration.
Now here's a very condensed timeline of what will be happening today. There will be a procession to the Capitol, then the swearing-in ceremony inside of the U.S. Capitol Rotunda. J.D. Vance will take the oath first as the vice president, and then Donald Trump will be sworn in as the 47th president of the United States, and then he will deliver his inaugural address. Then there's going to be a celebration, no big parade, but there will be a gathering at the Capital One Arena for people who were lucky enough to get tickets. Some were hoping to be able to watch the festivities on large screens set up at the National Mall, but the National Park Service says those were removed at the request of the Presidential Inaugural Committee. Erica, Betty.
Okay, Lauren, thank you so much for that. We'll be checking in with you throughout the morning.